Sectadi Catholic TV, divinely inspired, fully Catholic.
Hello viewers, welcome to Sectadi Catholic TV. Come the 8th to the 9th of March, as part of the Golden Jubilee celebration of the Catholic Diocese of Sekendita Krade, we are going to celebrate the Jubilee of Youth at Our Lady of Lourdes Grotto in Ejam. In view of that, today we have in the studios the youth chaplain and the diocesan youth coordinator to talk to us about preparations so far towards the celebration of the Jubilee of Youth. Father Davis, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Araba, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Before we delve into the Jubilee of Youth, I realize you are all dressed in symbols of the World Youth Day that was recently held in Panama. Father Davis, how was the journey to Panama?
Yes, thank you very much, Father Dolphine. It was a very great journey. As a matter of fact, that was my first time of going to that direction. So I had to really monitor things around me. You know, we had to prepare ourselves in Accra from the 11th to the 13th. And then on the 14th, Monday evening, we set off from Kotoka International Airport. And then we had to make 6 hours journey from Kotoka to Amsterdam. Then from there, we had to rest a bit. Then we continued from Amsterdam to Panama for more than 10 hours.
10 hours?
It was really a journey.
12 hours.
Saying 12 hours, I was just calculating. So, and then even from there, after getting to Tocuman Airport in Panama, we had to still, there was a bus waiting for us to do another 7 hours to the Diocese of David in the Cherokee province. So that was a lot, you can calculate.
So let's do some mathematics here.
Yes.
From Kotoka to Amsterdam was 7 hours, 6 hours. 6 hours. Then from Amsterdam to Panama, 12 hours.
12 hours, yeah.
Then from Panama to the city of David,
7 hours.
another 7 hours.
Yes.
So
Wow.
you can,
Yeah.
And it's really the first time, of my really not going on a long journey.
Yeah.
So you can imagine I really went through a lot personally.
Yeah.
We were tired at the evening. But something happened. When we got there, the people of the city of David,
Yeah.
they are wonderful people. They were waiting, still waiting for, even in the night, they were waiting with the Ghana flag and the Panama flag, waiting, singing, I am the servant of the Lord, speak your word in me and let your will be done. And we see ourselves as blacks being welcomed by white people. I really felt something in me.
Okay.
That was a great experience.
Okay. Yeah. So Alaba, being the diocesan youth coordinator, what do you make of this journey to Panama?
Well, what I saw and learned from it was it's not difficult to love. It is not difficult to serve God. It is not difficult to give out all you have to others, to feel at home. Because when we got there, I was not in any day homesick. I was enjoying the programs, and Father was like, Yaraba, wow, you are really enjoying this program. And I said yes, because everybody was very warm to us. Even when we are going to the church and then people see us in their cars, they will just wind their glasses down and then blow their horns, just giving us encouragement that we are welcome to Panama. We should enjoy our stay, and then it was very, very lovely. Everybody was included in the participation. Yes, in the celebration. The priest, the church elders, the youth, nobody exempted him or herself from the program at all. So we felt every bit of the program, and it was something special and unique in our lives.
Okay. All right. So, Father, when you got to Panama, I realized I really celebrated the Ghana version of the World Youth Day. Did you see any semblance of the celebration in Panama and what was held in Accra?
Yes. The whole idea was that in the first instance, we had to be absorbed by the parishioners themselves. Okay. So we went to 2 parishes. Our Ghana team went to 2 parishes in the city of David.
Okay.
Yes, one Santa Maria and the other Sacred Heart of Jesus. Okay. So we went to Sacred Heart of Jesus. So it was actually a parish program for us. We were welcome, we said mass and all of that. There were catechesis and then cultural display in the parish of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. It was Ghana, the Panamanians themselves, and then Guatemalans.
Oh, okay.
So we were there. We shared our cultures
in
together.
one parish.
In one parish, okay. Guatemalans, Ghana, and then the Panamanians themselves. So we were there. We shared a lot. We interacted with each other. We went for a tour here and there. It was a fun. It was a great experience.
So Araba, walk us through the day-to-day activities during the World Youth Day proper.
Well, we had lots of catechesis. That was the main thing that we went there to do.
Okay.
And the first topic, the theme was speak your word in me and let your will be done.
Hagase emi segundo palabra.
Oh.
Speak your word in me and let your will be done.
Oh, okay. So in what language is that?
Spanish.
Spanish, okay. Can you repeat it for us?
Hagase emi segundo palabra.
Okay, okay. All right, Araba.
So the first day, the Archbishop of Austria took us through the catechesis, and the theme was "Here I Am, Lord," and he used 1 Samuel, chapter 3, there to explain the relationship between a servant and a leader, how we listen to God. Says Samuel was young and didn't identify the voice of God. Yet when he heard the voice, he went to Eli, the father, to ask whether he has called him, and he said no. So the third time, Eli realized that it was God who actually wanted to speak to Samuel. So he told Samuel that when next you hear the voice, say that, "Here I am, speak your word." Okay. And he talked about 2 things, being a leader and being a servant. He said Samuel being a servant was very humble, and Eli being a leader guided Samuel through the path of Christ. And so we as youth, we should have listening ears for God. We should take away all the things that block us from hearing the voice of God, like the social media, like the friends, like the unnecessary things that we normally do. We should just take our minds off it and then keep calm and listen, so that God in turn will use us to do his will. A lot of detractors in the church. People will bring your spirits down and all that. But if we focus basically on the word of God, if we tell ourselves that I am here to serve God and nothing else, people will bring us down, but still we will achieve our aim and get the blessings that we deserve. If not, and we depend on the things people say, we will not receive our blessings from God. So basically that was what was said. And then the subsequent days was we went to the park to see our Holy Father, the Pope.
Okay.
Yes. And then we had adoration with him on the park. It was a huge park, and then we didn't get a chance to see him
at close range.
Yes. Also, it was very nice.
Okay. Father, I want you to highlight more on what Alaba spoke about. She mentioned 2 important things from the catechesis. She mentioned the use of social media, the negative aspect. She also mentioned the youth working for the church, but not looking so much so at what the church will do for them in terms of incentive or remuneration. What can you say about it, in terms of the deeper level in our situation in Ghana, where the youth think that by working for the churches, either give them something in terms of monetary reward or something? What can you say to that? The use of social media negatively and then expecting remuneration by working for the church.
Yes, first of all, I want to touch on the use of the social media. It has now become something that we can't do anything about. because everybody is making use of social media. I quite remember not too long ago, even our mothers, Catholic mothers had a program, and it reflected the use of social media. We had to encourage them to get into using it so that they can monitor their words as they nurture them. Because it's important, they hide their identities in their phones and all of that. So all of us, the youth, must be aware that there are a lot of things, negative things, going on the social media. The use of the phone, and then the internet, and our laptops, and all of that. We like going onto it, hooking onto it to watch these things, and then they affect us negatively. They affect us. Why would you want to hide to watch and not let us work together and then learn from it? If you get the phones of the youth, they have placed this on it, the lock on it, because of what
they have on it.
That is a problem. Why can't you leave it open? It is even now causing problems with married people now. Yeah. Your phone must be open. I say, no, I have to hide something. Nobody must see this. We do that a lot, and it is affecting us. It's a huge influence on society today, and the youth form a major part of society. And so, since it's a huge influence, it is affecting our youth. So we want to encourage our youth to rather go to the positive side of it, look at the things that will help us to grow. Because no matter what we do, there is social media. Yeah. It has come to stay now. Yeah. Yeah. It has come to stay. And in other societies, they even use it more than we are doing it now. And so we have to learn, try to look at the various ways that we can use social media to help us. It can really destroy us. It can be destructive. This is what I want our youth to understand. Okay. Social media can be very destructive. It can bring you down. Okay. We are going for our recollection and the Jubilee celebration. Look at it together to see the way forward. Okay. The way forward.
Yeah, Father, the idea of the spirit of voluntarism, doing things without expecting reward. The bishop from Nigeria spoke about that. Yeah. How do we inculcate that in the youth of today, especially those in our diocese?
Tell you one short thing that I saw, especially I learned from the experience of Panama, was about motivation. Okay. They always had a leader who was motivating them here and there. Even us, the lot of us who were moving to the park, we still, the country, the city motivated us. You see somebody with his own car will open the back of the car with water. And giving us water, urging us on, keep on going.
If you are tired, they will
tell you.
Yes, they will tell you, come and sit in our car,
is the
rest.
Key. In Chiriquí, the Chiriquí province, city of David, they gave, everybody will tell you, you mentioned Chiriquí, and they will answer, Merto. Okay. Chiriquí, Merto, just to keep us going. And that's the thing. If you don't motivate our youth, they cannot really give out what they have in them. There's so much in them, and what can bring it out is motivation. So that's really what I want us to look at as a diocese.
One experience I would love every youth in our diocese to experience. The diocese can't sponsor all of us. So if we can do it in the parish level, at least take 2-3 people from each parish, and then we start mobilizing funds for them. We have 3 years to Portugal.
Portugal 2022, yes. 2022.
2022, we have 3 years, and if we should start now as parish and start mobilizing, and then, as I said, motivation yes, taking people who are working in the church, youth who are really giving their all in the church, sponsoring them as a church, and then going for these programs. I bet when they come back, they will transform things, because I learned a lot of things, like the love for environment, saving our environment. Because when we went, nobody threw rubbish around. Every place was neat. Yes. And then Ghanaians, we were able to do that.
Okay. In Panama.
Yes, in Panama. So what stops us from doing same in our country? And so if you go, I think I learned a lot, and my perception has changed towards a lot of things. And so I believe that if we give the chance for every parish to start mobilizing funds to sponsor their youth, it will even motivate the youth to come, work harder, because they know that if I work, I'll get the chance to also travel and experience things. So that is mine.
We are discussing the Jubilee of Youth as far as the Catholic Diocese of Sekeni Takoradi is concerned. This program is coming on the 8th to the 9th of March at Our Lady of Luz Grotto in Ejam. Now, our youth chaplain and our youth coordinator have shared the experience of Panama with us. Now, I want them to help us to appreciate what will happen on the 8th to the 9th of March, the Jubilee of Youth. You went to Panama. You have come back with lessons, discipline, keeping the environment clean, being serious with our relationship with the Lord. What should the youth coming to Ejam expect as far as the Jubilee of Youth is concerned? Father Davis.
Yes, thank you very much. There's two things are happening here. The normal Lenten recollection, and then the Jubilee of Youth. So this time we are doing two programs at the same time. So the first evening we just inculcated few things from Panama, like a festival night. We want the individual dignitaries to display some kind of cultural thing that they know, so that others will learn. We can learn from each other. Some have not traveled to the other side of the diocese and all of that. So something that we just picked from Panama for all of the groups to display what they have from their various ends, that we learn from each other. It makes us united. So the first evening will be festival night. We have talent show, and then we choral festival too. These are the things that we do. So this is what we really taking from Panama to inject into our system. We have not tried that before. We want to try it this time around. Then the next day.
So, coordinator, why should I come to Ejam as a youth of this diocese? Why should I come?
Because it is our Jubilee. As I will repeat it over and over again, our father, the Pope, said that we are not the future. We, the youth, are not the future. We are the now. And this Jubilee is our Jubilee. So we have to participate in this particular Jubilee of the youth and children. It is for, for the children and the youth. It is important for all of us to come together, to serve God, to make merry, to have fun, and then to interact with ourselves. As our team says, arise Catholic faithful, let us build
together.
So we should come together, bring ideas as to how we can build our diocese together and push the youth forward for a bigger and a broader coverage, because this time round it will be fun, it will be inspiring, it will be motivating, because we will be talking about our experience in Panama to them. We will sell our ideas, what we've learned in Panama, what we want to do as youth. We will sell everything to them there. And then it's been long since we came back from World Youth Day Ghana version. We've not actually met ourselves. So it will be a form of homecoming for all of us. So,
a reunion.
So we are expecting every parish, every youth to come there and then experience God and then jubilate with our diocese.
I know you brought important lessons from Panama. After the Jubilee of Youth and Children, are there any plans as far as the Diocesan Youth Coordinator to take this to the deaneries and to the parish level, so that at least all the youth in the diocese will benefit from the experience of Panama?
Exactly. We've drafted a very fat program. Yes, very fat program, and it will go through all the dioceses, all the deaneries, and so definitely the information will go down, and if possible we will visit parishes upon parishes. Those who can't make it to the youth empowerment will go to parishes and then sell our ideas to them, because next 2022 I would want to see at least 35 of our people or 40 of our people going
to Portugal.
So we have to just make the noise earlier for them to be excited over the World Youth Day Portugal and then start preparation towards that.
Okay. All right. So, Father Davis, your final words to the youth of the diocese.
Yes, I would like to encourage the youth of the diocese to participate fully, actively, consciously, of course, in the upcoming Jubilee of Youth. We are going to see ourselves. We are going to share a lot. There are things, perhaps because of time, we are not able to mention here. But when we meet there, we'll talk a lot. There are many things, the don'ts. There are the other side to that I didn't like. I want to share with my youth that they never get into it. I can't mention them here. There's no time to talk about that. So you have to meet there to really discuss what we experience there, and then to look to the way forward to see what we can do in the future. The other aspect, as we go around the parishes and the diocese, we want to really launch the World Youth Day even before time. The Portugal, we want to launch it in the parishes. Whatever monies we get, we leave it there as a start for them to encourage any other hardworking youth when the time arrives, so that we used to
more people can go to Portugal.
That's what we want to do, to start it and leave it with the parishes, so that they can nurture it. That's what we want to do.
All right. Youth coordinator, your final words.
My final words is we are the youth of today, and then we have a lot in us that we can give to this diocese. We can push this diocese and our church forward, and so we should not sit on our talent, on what we have. We should just forgo all the negative biases and then look up to God, give our best, and then move this diocese forward.
Well, viewers, it has been an interesting discussion today. We started with the Jubilee of Youth for the Diocese of Sekondi Takoradi on the 8th to the 9th of March at Ejam. You went all the way to Panama, back to Ghana. Father Davis, Diocesan Youth Chaplain, thank you very much. Arba Hughes, Diocesan Youth Coordinator, thank you very much. This has been Sectadi Catholic TV. Remember to subscribe on YouTube and press the bell for more content. Thank you and God bless you.
Sectadi Catholic TV, divinely inspired, fully Catholic.